Dragon Ball Project Multi is a game that I think a lot of people were not expecting even to come out in general, and same with me as well, because I was not expecting any of this for a mobile game or just this game in general, because everybody was expecting Sparking Zero to be the main game to come out this year for Dragon Ball in general, and man oh man was I not expecting this. But anyways, today we're going to do a review on the beta itself. Yes, I did get to try out the mobile and also the PC version. And the reason I'm doing both of this is because I want to do a fully fledged review on both sides of the categories instead of just one in particular. So that's why we're doing PC and mobile today, to do a full review on this game. Starting off with the mobile side, it is actually pretty good. I love it. It feels great in my hands to play the game. The UI interact and everything is just the usual mobile setup. So there's nothing really different with it or improvement or any way, shape, or form. Still the same kind of menu. You're not going to change anything in general. But when it comes to the PC version, I do want to point out that the UI should have changed. I want to point this out really badly. Yes, I know it is a mobile game, and of course it's just going to be like that. It was made for mobile, and they were not really expecting to put this on PC. But I do want to point out that, yes, as much as I enjoy playing on PC, I also enjoy it on mobile. But there's one flaw with the mobile, because after 2 matches, my battery was dead. I am not joking. I was at 72%, and after 2 matches, I was down to 22%, and my phone was actually getting really hot. So I don't know if it's maybe a slight older generation than a brand new phone. I don't have a brand new phone, unfortunately, but it is a couple of years old. But still, either way, I think that it should have managed battery-wise on it. But if you have a phone that's a few years older like me, then this game is definitely not made for mobile for you. So going to the PC in general is the only way that I can see myself playing this game. And if I did want to dive into it more, they have to change the UI. The UI is just way too much for a PC player. And like I said, if they tone it down with so much things happening on the screen and everything, you don't know how much it will help out with the player. Yes, you can get used to it over time in that, but I feel like as a brand new person who's jumping in for the first time, there's a lot of information happening on the screen, and if you're doing PC for the first time and not mobile, yes, you're going to make it feel very uncomfortable for yourself and wonder what is happening half the time, and it's not pleasant for the player. Now, the gameplay in general is both the same. I feel like it is more efficient on mobile, like I said earlier, but on PC, it's still great and everything. You just got to get used to the buttons. That's the only thing about it. Even though your objective is to get through the gods, to get the Dragon Ball itself, this game has a lot more to it that meets the eye. Now, people probably already seen the trailers and that before, where you can see Great Ape and all that. There's always main events happening halfway through the game, so if somebody can kill that guy in the middle, you will definitely just get an award for just being the guy that killed it. Instead of just saying that you're the main, MVP in that and stuff, you're kind of just putting yourself in these positions of what you get. But I do have to say, though, I like how everybody gets achievements, so it's not just one person that's the MVP of the team. They show at the end of who did the most of each different thing, and it's really nice for that because it makes you feel very good about yourself, saying that, hey, I was more on this while everybody else did that. But maybe if there's something that you felt like you wanted as that, then maybe you can think of, oh, well, what if I did something different, or how could I achieve that? So I like that for that perspective. Now, I do want to point out that this kind of game is a League of Legends game, so if this is not a game for you, I recommend that maybe you could just try it out for like a bit like I did and literally just call it a day, because that's what I feel about this game so far. I'm not really big into these kind of games, but at the same time, it was fun, it was great. Over time, am I going to play this game for a long time? Probably not. But it's a good game to play just for a fun little time. The way I see it is that if this demo stayed out for a long time, instead of just a short little couple of weeks of playing the game, then we would probably be playing this game right now until Sparking Zero showed up. But yes, even though it is pretty much a similar League of Legends, like I said, it is a bit complicated because there's more things happening in the event than just strategizing on what needs to happen, and everybody is going to different areas, and like I said, there's random characters that'll pop up here and there, not just in the middle, but sometimes on the sides or corners, or wherever the case may be. But there's always events happening in the game, so it's not just one focus on one specific thing. You gotta focus on the whole area. So it's up to you how you can play the game in a certain way. I just tried playing it the normal way, but then I also tried to play around and try to like go to these events and see how this can work. But that's the best I could say about it, is that like it's not my type of game, and maybe that might be just the case, but it's not a bad game either way. I did like killing the Great Ape at one point. That was really fun, I'm not gonna lie. But overall, the game, I have to give it is like an 8.5 out of 10. The reason behind it is because the flaws for the mobile. It can kill your phone if it's a few years old, unfortunately, which kind of sucks, because who wants a phone that is hot in their hands and also can kill the battery? Like, if that thing is charging in your hands, that thing's going to get super hot. Or either that, or your charger just might stop charging the phone. It's going to kill your phone one way or another. But also, like I said, the UI for the PC version definitely could change. That's the only thing I can say about the feedback from it. And also, like I said about the gameplay, it's just the way it is. It's League of Legends and some stuff that I feel like they just kind of added to it to make it seem a little different, but also at the same time, like, it's always going to change no matter what. And even if it's a game that I feel like is better than the original or is worse than the original, who knows? That's all I can say about that. But the way I see it is that there's a lot happening, and if people don't like it, then they're not going to always do those events happening at all the time. So that is one of the flaws as well. So that's why I have to give it an 8.5 out of 10, because of the 3 flaws. Now, other than that, the game's not bad. Like I said, I know it's just the beta, so who knows, it could change over time. I'm just saying, from what I've seen so far from the beta, it's not a bad game, but also there is things that could be flaws from your perspective or from my perspective of this game. So that's the way I look at it for the time being, guys. But other than that, guys, hope you guys are watching. Hit like for more, subscribe new, of course, and I'll see you all, of course, in the next videos. Take care, everybody. Have a great day.